Hello guys, hello people, welcome back to this YouTube channel. I'm K&G TV, where we do celebrity news and social media wahala. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. So my people, we woke up to this news of the apprehension as combined security team bombs IPOB settlement in Delta. So I thought it wise to bring it up to you people, and let's read, for it's going to be a picture news. Asaba apprehension on Thursday enveloped Asaba and Iya community, Oshimili South and North local government area of Delta State as a helicopter hovered around the area, bombing suspected settlements of indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB). The helicopter, which conveyed a combined team of Air Force, Police, Army, and Navy, was combing the area for IPOB members. Another account said residents in the community, especially Okpanam, especially around St. Michael Catholic Church, scampered for safety when news broke out that IPOB members were in town to avenge the alleged arrest of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Another version said the apprehension was from herdsmen for a possible reprisal attack over the killing of a cow, which provoked the herders to embark on the attack on innocent persons. In a circulating audio recording, a female voice was heard urging residents to move towards Asaba on account of attacks by herdsmen. However, Commissioner of Police Delta State Ali Muhammad Ari said the police were using the helicopter to hover the state capital and Iya to disperse members of IPOB and send a signal to them that the command is in charge. Ari said Iya is the base of IPOB. They come from Onitsha, Anambra State to regroup in Iya. We must tell them they are not welcome in the state. Delta State will be hot for them. Once we identify them through the air, we shall make sure we send them packing, and if care is not taken, deal with them the way they want. He said the bombing was led by the Air Force, adding that some camp of IPOB were bombed by the Joint Security Team. The acting police public relations officer PPRO of the State Police Command DSP Bright Adafe described the situation as a hoax. Edafe, who spoke on phone in Asaba, said people were just spreading unfounded rumor, insisting that there was nothing like the attack in the community. He said there is nothing like that in Okpanam. The area is peaceful. If they hear the gunshots, they will begin to speculate about what is not happening. I tell you that what is going on in Okpanam is a situation issued which I will not discuss in public. So my beautiful people, you have heard the news by yourself. I don't know what you think about this particular information, but what we surely know is that the Air Force is involved, the police is involved, and as they said, they are doing this to disperse the IPOB settlement. My people, I don't know what you think, but this is definitely not the best, because life will be lost, and it's one of the reasons why the Biafrans are crying and actually fighting for freedom. Because if at all you want such to happen, definitely you are not going to react the way you are reacting. And it's very laughable, as I will say, because if you should hear what the Mr. Ali said for himself, it's kind of funny. He said Iya is the base of IPOB. They come from Onitsha, Anambra State to regroup in Iya. We must tell them they are not welcome in the state. Delta State will be hot for them. Once we identify them through the air, we shall make sure we send them packing. If care is not taken, deal with them the way they want. I don't see how you make you make people understand that they are not safe, or you make people understand that you are the ruling party by taking away lives. This will only stir up the anger these people have in them. There is no way to prove to your subjects or to prove to others that you are a good leader by attacking their lives or by threatening their lives. In fact, I believe that as a true leader, if you claim to be a true leader, is to call for dialogue, is to call for people to come out and talk things out. And if possible, if you see there is no way to come to a compromise, you give these people freedom. All they need is freedom. If you leave these people, peace will reign. My people, I don't know how you think about it, but I thought it wise to bring it up to you for you to understand that that is what has been happening. I don't have a video yet of the bombing and a video of how all of this happened, but definitely when I get it, I'm going to bring it up to show you people what is actually happening. And meanwhile, if you like what you see in this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your post notification so that whenever I upload a video, you'll be amongst the first to be notified. I'm going to leave a video here of the governor of Benue State that came out to address the federal government of Muhammadu Buhari, his regime, that they should actually show a lot of zeal and interest in capturing the Fulani herdsmen instead of following the IPOP leader, if truly they are fighting for security as the claim. I'm going to leave the video here. Please do not forget to subscribe after watching. Turn on your post notification. And I'll see you in my next video. Please be free and safe where you are.
Now let me say that if the federal government have demonstrated capacity and can arrest Nnamdi Kanu, they should also exhibit the same zeal and will and decision to arrest these Fulani herdsmen that are terrorizing our state and our country. Let that be done. These ones are living here with us, but if Nnamdi Kanu can be arrested from a foreign land, I believe that the federal government will exhibit the same will. They will arrest Fulani herdsmen, especially Mayati Allah, who have owned up to the killings in Benue State and have continued to terrorize our land. It is laughable and unfortunate when I heard that Mayati Allah are calling Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist, someone who is fighting for the liberation of his people is being called a terrorist by terrorist organization called Mayati Allah and Fulani herdsmen. So federal government should rise up to its responsibility and arrest this one. I have no problem in trying Nnamdi Kanu. Due process should be followed and let there be justice. If he has committed any offense, let there be justice. But the federal government must also do justice by arresting Fulani herdsmen who have been terrorizing our land, who have created so much problems and pains and challenges to our economy, to our security, to our unity. If federal government doesn't do that, it means they are not serious.